So today I have three sets. They are Revell sets and all have their origins in Matchbox 176 scale sets. So as a beginner, I thought it would be nice to practice on them. Price-wise, they're a little overpriced, but if you can get a discount, I can recommend buying one of these to hone your skills. Okay, this is the SD, I don't know, comp something, I guess, FC173 Jagdpanther. Revell model number is 03232. Length is 13.2 centimeters, and this is typical of 176 scale armor kits. That's even a large machine, as you can see. I believe this is an 88. So as you can see, this particular model sacrifices turn ability, lateral turn ability. It obviously can go up and down still, but in exchange it was able to get this very powerful 88mm gun before Tiger did. Of course, Tiger has turn as well, but another advantage is it has a very low profile. So this is an ambush kind of weapon. This is an anti-tank weapon. Okay, so it will hide under foliage or trees and attack the enemy. In the reviews, I heard a lot about those tracks, that they are too tight and so on, but we'll see. I hope it won't be such a big hassle, but for the price, I think I can't complain. But just gonna open this up, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Cut from here, obviously. Can I have something to... Okay, this part is all cuts. All cuts. Start. Okay, back with the thingy here. So let's see. All right, good enough. So let's take a look at what's inside. It's exciting, like opening up new world. This diorama is very nice. It's included in these earlier Matchbox and later Revell models, and I believe they have updated those for not necessarily a new tooling, but I believe they have taken some work to reduce flash and so on, so it should be better than a vintage model, I'm hoping, but I'm not sure. These are the decals, pretty simple, pretty sufficient for a beginner kind of model. What I'm worried about is the paint scheme. If it's very complicated, it may be problematic for me as a beginner. But let's take a look. Okay, we have two options, and both of these options have very sharp boundaries, as you can see. That means paint by brush. Okay, so there will not be any airbrushing with this one, except of course you mark the boundaries and mask them and then do air, but it's not worth it. I think this would be just better to paint this. And in this actually version, even the wheels are camouflaged, and it's not gonna be quite straightforward to... I mean, look at that. Yeah, if you can see that one wheel is behind another, that's okay, but it's camouflaged and the front is not camouflaged. This will be hard to replicate. I think I'll go with this one. Even in Revell's introductory photos, these were just airbrushed. So there was, instead of this white stripe here, there was this blurry transition between the colors, so it was just airbrushed. But I think, to be truthful, it should have to be regular brush, not an airbrush, from what I see in these paint schemes. And also, if you look at the box art, you can see, yeah, these are sharp transitions. German vehicles do have blurry transitions at times, and they're sometimes more difficult to make, but for this particular kit, sharp transitions, so that pretty much dictates, and especially with these borders, white borders, normal brush. It's possible to do with an airbrush, but I think it would take a lot more work. And for a beginner type model, I'm not sure if it would be justified. So let's wrap this up, make sure the decals don't fall out. I'm gonna put this back in here. Let's look at the parts a little bit. This is the upper chassis. It's quite small. I mean, there's no getting away from it, and in regular price, you are paying a lot for such a small model. But the detail is pretty nice, actually. If you look at it, it's quite sufficient for a beginner, and it will be nice to paint. And if you are working to improve your panel line skills, it will be very useful. So the black tracks are visible, and this is the bottom part, obviously. Let's look at the other side. Those diorama textures are really low, and it's really a staple of Matchbox models that the vehicles come with diorama. In other models, you have to buy them separately or in a dedicated kit or something like that, but it's a good thing that these come with it. Yeah. Pretty nice. Okay, so let's wrap this up for now for this particular model, but we have two other models. They came in a box with some books, so I had to open them, so sorry about that. But I will make a what's in the box about them anyway. So that's the PzKpfw Ausf. I hope I said that correctly. It's much smaller, almost half the size of the Jagdpanther there, but 6.3. This is an early version, early German tank, probably prominent in the invasion of France. Again, Matchbox 176. So let's, without further ado, there's nothing interesting in the back, but this is a nice tank. I have the larger Tamiya version about it, so I really like this particular style of tank. It's obviously 135 model, as many of Tamiya's kits are. This is a lot smaller, and we also get two figures with it. See? Pretty nice. And the diorama wall scenery as well. And here the decals come out. See if we can open this. Some safety advice, which I don't really need. I don't really read, to be honest. Sorry. And some of the figures, pretty straightforward. Again, maximum weekend builds, not more than 2 days at most. But I think pretty nice. I'm wondering if these decals have the cover sheet so I can match them together, but I couldn't find one. Maybe there isn't, I don't know. But you can see, again, very simple markings, even much smaller than with the Jagdpanther. Let me turn this around like this. And some wall graffiti in Arabic, I believe. So this is the North African theater, obviously, where this diorama takes place. So let's put it like this, carefully back together and onto the parts. Yeah, the diorama wall takes a prominent position. Some flush right out the bat, but this to be expected at this stage. And I hope it will fit well. I don't know, but it looks nice. And you can see there are a lot of panel lines where you can practice improving your panel line skills. It will not be awesome at this scale. There's no running away from it, but there's another awesome part of the diorama. Here is a one piece figure, and here is another one. It's nice. Is it perfect? No, but for a beginner like myself to get practice, I think good. And I got now 3, even 4 or 5 of them now. It's pretty sufficient, more than enough really. So if you're gonna get just one of these, it's perfectly fine, because they're a little overpriced, to be honest with you. They're not very good price, but if you find a good discount, you want to practice your skills, that's a good thing. I made one of the early modelers mistakes, and I bought a lot of model kits that were too advanced for my skill level, so it's good to have those practice kits to start with. So again, PzKpfw, I have to learn what that means, but 234/2 Puma, another World War II era. I think this has more parts, I think 69 parts, and it's 9.1 centimeters long, slightly larger than the Panzer II we just examined. Let's open this up. I'm partnered with my Swiss Army knife today, so I cannot use it to open this, so I have to resort to this scissor thing. It's not optimal, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just enough to do the job. Let's take it out. Oh, this is a new one. I mean, at least they have color, unlike the other ones. And I mean, yeah, I see the difference now. So, okay, we have the black and stripes. That's an earlier Revell. And now we have the black and triangles motif. So this is the newest, I think, model we have now. Okay, that's interesting. So, as you can see, it's airbrushed with blurry boundaries. So I don't know if that's accurate, but we get 3 figures, which is always a good thing. I'm gonna look at the color scheme. Yeah, it's truly blurred. This is a good thing for me, so I can just use an airbrush to do it. It's not like a clean cut boundary like the one in the Jagdpanther, so for me it's good news. Either one of these is easy to do with an airbrush. So probably just a tad bit more complicated build, or I don't know, maybe it's just the new instructions are a little more involved than the old ones. I'm pretty sure it's the same kit. I don't think there's any difference in terms of the original thing. Here are the decals. We have, as you can see, quite simple, very similar to the Jagdpanther. Yeah, quite good size. The ones in the Panzer II were even smaller, but these are just okay, just good size for this. Again, for a beginner like myself, just sufficient. Okay, some advice as usual from Revell on how to build it. And so I'm pretty sure this has some new tooling. So this should have less flash compared to these other black striped kits. Like there's no flash inside if you look inside the hatch openings here. Maybe just very small, but and you can see the main chassis here. It's small, it's disappointingly small, but and especially for this price. But what are you gonna do? If you're just a beginner, you gotta just make do with what we have. And yeah, it's strange because unlike the colors in the manual, here in the box art we have, as you can see, sharp boundaries. So if you want to make this one, maybe this is the correct one, I don't know. I will have to research this one. But if it indeed has sharp boundaries, it will call for a either a normal brush or a lot of masking because you see very small portions as well. So it will be very difficult to mask this, I think. But with a small tipped brush, you can make these quite easily. And maybe you can airbrush the middle parts, but I don't think it's worth the effort at the point. Just you can finish the whole thing with regular brush. I don't know. So I'm just gonna say, if you don't have an airbrush, which is perfectly fine, these models are good. I think they're fitted for that kind of only regular brush approach. But I really liked these. So I'm gonna just come back to this Jagdpanther for a moment because I want to mention one more thing. Revell has another 172 kit of the same model, Jagdpanther. I don't know, the details may change, but it's a Jagdpanther in 172. So if you want to go for that, just be aware of that. It's obviously much more expensive than this one. So yeah, these are in summary the 3 kits that I have acquired for my beginner's journey. And as you can see, compare this slightly earlier, not the earliest Revell, but slightly earlier Revell with black with stripes, and the most up-to-date with color in the manual and all, a triangular pattern here. This is the most up-to-date one, but these are all Matchbox originated kits, and I'm quite happy to let's make a scene here if you like. This is the smallest, of course. This is like middle size if you like. This is the tall, longest. I'm sorry, it's not tall at all because it has quite a short profile on purpose. But yeah, these are good, and if you're gonna start, I mean, even just one of these is I think sufficient to get you started on any of these models. Okay, so have fun and see you in another video. Please click and subscribe. Thank you. Later.